5 children vanished on Christmas night, but their bodies were never found. The house burned down, yet not a single bone was discovered. What if the fire was never meant to kill, but to erase? On Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodder family home in West Virginia burned to the ground. By morning, 5 of the 10 Sodder children were gone. Officials claimed they died in the fire. But as the ashes cooled, a terrifying truth emerged. There were no remains, no bones, no skulls, nothing. What should have been a tragic accident quickly turned into one of America's darkest unsolved mysteries. George and Jenny Sodder refused to accept the official explanation. A fire hot enough to destroy 5 bodies should have left bone fragments behind. Yet investigators found none, not even teeth. The parents began to believe something far worse had happened, that their children didn't die, they were taken. Strange events had started weeks before the fire. A man visited the Sodder home, warning George that his house would go up in flames and his children would be destroyed. Another claimed George's outspoken criticism of Mussolini made him enemies. At the time, these warnings sounded ridiculous. After the fire, they felt like prophecy. On the night of the fire, key things went wrong. The phone line was cut. The ladder George used daily was missing. His trucks mysteriously wouldn't start. Every escape route failed. It was as if the house had been deliberately trapped, turning a family home into a cage of fire. Firefighters arrived far too late. The local fire chief later admitted he didn't know how to drive the fire truck properly. Evidence was poorly handled. The site was bulldozed quickly. Potential clues were buried, literally. To the Sodders, it felt less like incompetence and more like a cover-up. Neighbors reported seeing a strange car near the house that night. Others claimed they saw children matching the Sodders' descriptions traveling with unfamiliar adults days later. One witness said she saw them eating breakfast in a diner the morning after the fire, alive. Years later, the family received an anonymous photograph in the mail. It showed a grown man with dark eyes and familiar features. On the back was a cryptic message. Jenny believed it was her missing son, Louis. The resemblance was haunting. The sender was never identified. Private investigators were hired. One followed leads that suggested the children had been kidnapped by a Sicilian crime group. Another claimed the children were smuggled overseas. Each lead ended abruptly. Witnesses disappeared. Files were lost. Silence followed every breakthrough. To keep the case alive, George and Jenny built a massive billboard along the highway. It showed their children's faces and asked one question: what happened to them? For decades, travelers saw it, a roadside memorial to unanswered truth. The official story never changed. Authorities insisted the children died in the fire, but no remains were ever produced. No forensic proof, just assumptions. As science advanced, the Sodders demanded new testing. Their requests were ignored. Years passed. The parents aged. Hope never faded. Jenny wore black for the rest of her life. Mourning children, she believed, were still alive somewhere, waiting, watching, perhaps afraid to come home. Could the fire have been staged? Experts say yes. The fire wasn't hot enough to fully cremate 5 bodies. Even modern crematoriums leave bone fragments behind. The Sodder fire left none. That fact alone keeps the mystery alive. Some believe the children were taken as revenge. Others think it was organized crime, A darker theory suggests involvement from authorities who wanted the case buried quickly and permanently. The surviving Sodder children grew up haunted by what they saw that night: flames, screams, silence. Each Christmas became a reminder not of joy, but of loss and unanswered questions. To this day, no definitive proof exists of what truly happened. Only fragments of testimony, shadows of truth, and a family's refusal to accept a lie. If the children survived, they would be elderly now or gone. But the question remains: did they live full lives under stolen names, never knowing their families searched forever? Unsolved cases like this don't fade with time. They grow darker, louder, more disturbing, because somewhere, someone knows the truth. The Sodder children mystery isn't just about a fire, it's about erasure, about how easily truth can vanish when no one wants to look deeper. Every year, new generations discover this case and ask the same question authorities never answered: where are the bodies? Until that question is answered, the Sodder children remain officially dead and eternally missing. A Christmas night, a burning house, and 5 children who vanished without a trace.